Welcome back to Destination Duna, the series in which I attempt to satisfy the Duna Permanent Outpost Mission Architecture Challenge issued in the KSP forums by Sturmstiger. I'm your host, 3 Martini Lunch, and this is episode 9. You can see I'm bringing in the space truck by 4. It has a Duna encounter gallery. In fact, I've already come into the Duna sphere of influence, and I'm dropping that periapsis down to 12.5 kilometers. Normally I wouldn't show the entire re-entry, but I want to show that it's not going to give the flame effects, which according to the challenge would indicate destruction of the vehicle. You also notice the space truck by 6 and the pusher launch at the same time, but they're not coming in until 35 days later. It's just a tiny difference in their launch, trajectories or whatnot. Put them slightly outside of Duna's orbit, and they go outside and have to come back in, and that's 35 extra days. Fortunately, the two Kerbals on board here have plenty of food that they can survive, waiting out the supplies, the extra 35 days for those supplies to arrive. Anyways, you can see here that big old truck by 4 and its payload are about to come into Duna's atmosphere. And again, normally I wouldn't show the entire aero capture maneuver, but in this case, again, I just want to show that there's going to be no flame effects, no destruction. Oh, you can see Ike in the background there, kind of nice. Flipping retrograde, this is at 4 times normal speed, so you can guess how fast this was happening in reality. Going from left to right, of course, we've got the station for Duna. We've got the, never mind. We're coming out, okay, we got station for Duna, station for Ike. We've got, looks like a quadrupus. We got the mining station for Ike, a couple of fuel modules, and of course the truck by 4 that pushed us all the way out. And I want to make sure I don't use any more of that monopropellant from the space station, so I'll shut down those fuel tanks. It's not food or anything, but they're going to be away from the supply, so let's keep them full. And we're coming down to 13 kilometers. Again, as soon as I get to 12.5 kilometers, no flame effects. As far as I'm concerned, we're good. As soon as we start going back up in altitude, we're good. We got 12.47. There we go. We're going back up. No flame effects, so there aren't going to be any. So let's go ahead and normalize that orbit. There we go. The orbit is circularized. It's set to be normal with Ike. And let's separate. We've got a space station to let go. And there it goes. It's set free. Let's get the main ship out of the way. Switch over to the space station. Set it to, give it a rename. Oh, forget the caps lock there. Ares Station. Not very original, I'm sure. And I'm going to orient it north and south, but more and more for a docking, being that I use MechJeb with that plus parallel, minus parallel, it doesn't matter if it's pointing north or south. If you're not using MechJeb, of course you're going to want to point it north-south. Anyways, I eject the rest of it to Ike orbit. You can see me here circularizing around Ike at 50 kilometers. And let's go ahead and there's a lot of wobbling going on. It's not apparent at 1-time speed. At 4-time speed, that's pretty obvious. Anyways, we're going to transfer fuel around, and you don't want to probably hang out for all of that. So let's jump ahead. Yep, let's jump ahead. Any second now, we're gonna. Oh, there we go. And here we go. All the fuel's been transferred. Let's separate that quadrupus. Okay, that's free. I don't know what we're gonna do with that. Okay. Couple of shots of RCS maybe. Yeah, they're gonna move it out of the way. I'm on Martini number 5 or 6, by the way. I haven't switched to beer yet. This is a pretty awesome evening for me. Anyways, okay, the quadrupus is out of the way. Let's get that mining rig. Let's let that. Yeah. This is about here. I tried to get the mining rig They just slide it out of the way with the RCS and decide, oh, yeah, no, there's no monopropellant on it. So we'll get the other guys out of the way and swing them around. And no, retrograde, no, that doesn't work. Let's try radial. Oh, that's much closer, much closer. Okay, just turn a little bit and we can just jet out of there. How's it going to go? Yeah, turn a little bit and just a rocket thrust for a second or two. I just want to get out of the way. That's all we need. Because, okay, there we go. And back to the quadrupus and the space station. Looks like we let the space station go. And the quadrupus is going to, let's go on back and dock with one of those fuel modules that's still connected to the space truck by 4. And you got to cut out most of the approach. It's not really that exciting. Again, you just line up the pink thingy with the yellow thingy and pretty close to the orange thingy, and you're good. So we got that done. So we separate the quadrupus with the empty fuel module, and we'll just get it out of the way. Again, we got a lot of stuff going on here. And we're left with the space truck by 4 with one fuel module attached. So let's head off to the space station, which I guess is called Quadrupus 2 Probe at this point. So anyways, we get up close to it. Go ahead and release the fuel module, because I don't want them docking together. That would make complications when it came to pick up the next fuel module after the Quadrupus filled that one up. And again, the approach doesn't matter. And again, look at this docking. All this docking goes very, very well. If you remember a couple of episodes ago, I had a lot of trouble docking. I don't have that trouble here. Everything docks perfectly. Anyways, back to the truck by 4, and I don't know if you saw it or not, but back at the station, and I've stopped doing that orientation north and south. I just take control from the particular docking ring I want and point it towards the ship that's going to be docking, and boom, there we go. We are docked. That's that. Oh, and onto the mining rig. I found a place on Ike that's 4,000 meters above, quote, sea level, whatever that mean level is, whatever it is, 4,000 meters high. I'm not sure it matters on a body like Ike. And relatively level. So who wants to watch MechJeb land a vehicle on, in the dark? Yeah, I didn't think anybody did. So we went ahead and skipped ahead. The mining rig has already landed. I went ahead and landed the quadrupus with a empty fuel module, and we're going to go ahead and turn on the mining rig. Okay, it's starting to that green gas. I don't know about you, but it gives me the munchies when I breathe that ketane gas in. So we've got all the drills working, we've got all the stuff going on, and we're going to bring, what is that, Patford? Okay, just come down, don't pass through the reactor, because that's just, oh my goodness. Oh, he's fine, just don't touch the drill, because, he probably walked around the drill. So he's fine. Let's extend that ladder, and you can see this mining rig is made much better design than the previous mining rig. Experience certainly is. They say experience is the greatest teacher. However, I find experience, whatever, grades you and then gives the lesson. I forgot how that goes. Anyways, be careful there at Patford. Don't tangle up in the legs, because now, okay. Well, just attach. There we go. Just attach it. Okay, we're good. We're fine. And let's go ahead and start transferring that fuel over. And, okay, the fuel is all transferred over, and the quadrupus and its cargo are full. So let's, let the dread station, that's what I decided to call it, dread station, let's let that get into a range and take off. I'm at 4,000 meters, so there's probably no mountains. I'm sure it could have tipped over further Again, in this particular case, all you have to be sure is that you're gaining altitude. Other than that, you can tip over as far as you want. I probably could have tipped over further. And here I go for the rendezvous with Dredge Station. I'm going to tip all the way over at this point. And we don't need to see the whole rendezvous. We'll just go ahead and zoom ahead to the encounter. Anyways, this is pretty much it. So if you like the video, I'm going to ask you to like the video. If you don't like the video, like the video. Comment, keep those cards and letters coming. My name is 3 Martini Launch, and I want to thank all my fans out there for tuning in. And this is going on a little further than I thought it was. I thought it was about to end. So nope, there it goes. Oh nope, it's not ending yet. And again, docking. I wish all the docking went as smoothly as this. We just approach and dock and kashplamo, docked. Okay, finally the quadrupus is going to go ahead and grab that other fuel module, and we're not going to bother watching this. You've seen a fuel module land on the quadrupus many times before, and this is just extra stuff so I could keep on talking at the end of the video. This is some fuel modules at Minmus orbit that are going to go ahead and go back to Kerman. So that's the end of the video. Again, if you like it, like it. If you don't like it, leave a comment, whatever. Subscribe. Keep those cards and letters coming because I love all the feedback I've been receiving. Anyways, this is 3 Martini Launch saying that I love all my fans, and you too, Mrs. Miller. Good night, everybody.